Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Lights Out Friday Night Boxing at the Cape Breton Drive-In Theater. Your hosts tonight are the New Waterford Boxing Club and the Red Tribe Boxing Club from Escazone. First and foremost, I'd like to thank the sponsors for tonight, the major sponsors of Seaside Communications and CRM Recreation. Thank you to them, or we wouldn't be here. Obviously, a very unique evening. We've got 19 bouts on the card tonight, which I think is a record. Our chief judge tonight is Mrs. Debbie Ross. Referees, Ray Russell, Brad Ross, and Barry Bernard. Announcers tonight, myself, Ron McDonald, and Jeff Ward. To start things off, we're going to start with the Mi'kmaq Honor Song, Jeff Ward performing. Check 1, 2. Thank you very much, Jeff. Now we're going to have O Canada, and then we'll get right into the boxing. There, Tommy.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Lights Out Fight Night at the Cape Breton Drive-In, brought to you by New Waterford Boxing Club and Red Tribe Boxing Club. Sponsored by the French Club, Seaside Communications, and CBRM Recreation. Tonight we have 19 fighters up on the card, some local, some from the Maritimes, some from New Brunswick, and we should have an exciting night of fights. I'm Daniel Martin, former coach of Member 2 Boxing Club. I'm here with...
I'm Justin McKenzie, local MMA fighter.
So, Justin, we're here. This is the first card after the pandemic. Well, currently in the pandemic, I guess we'll say,
Yep.
that is anywhere in the country. Canada-wide, no one has had a fight card yet during COVID.
This is the only one. It's pretty crazy. It's happening right here in Cape Breton.
Yeah, we always seem to be leading the way in one way or another, but New Waterford, Escazone got together and made sure that they were going to bring boxing. It's a little chilly. We're kind of going through the elements here, but the kids are all happy to be here. They have tents set up. They're staying warm. Right now we have Spencer McGee. No, it's not Spencer. We have Noah Heffernan from New Waterford and
Ryan McLaughlin.
Ryan McLaughlin. They're at the 85-pound weight division. This is going to be an exhibition. Both kids, this is Ryan's first fight. Noah's he's got well over 20 fights now, so they're going to come out and open it up, and it should be a good fight. The referee's just giving them the instructions. That's Ray Russell. He's from the mainland. Now with this being an exhibition too, at the end there'll be 1-minute rounds, and at the end both kids will be determined to be winners. They're going to go out just to open it up and let the crowd see what these young guys have. Nice jab by Noah there before.
Yep, working the jab, really nice.
And Ryan may be a little tentative starting off, just this is his very first fight, but they do spar quite a bit in their own club, so I'm sure that they're used to one another. Ryan's starting to parry that jab there.
Yep, he looks a little more comfortable now.
That's it. He gets off the ropes, moving back to center. It's beautiful work. And that was a quick round. Both these fighters are also from the same club. We got Tara White, the head coach in Waterford, in the red corner with Ryan, and we have Harry Reid in the blue corner with Noah, giving them instructions between rounds. I expect Ryan's going to come out a little more aggressive this round. He's comfortable. It's his first night under the lights, so it's always a bit hard when you're first out there.
Yeah, it's going to take a minute for him to catch his feel and start to feel it out here. See, he's already being a little more aggressive here.
Oh, it looks like he's got his head guard malfunction there. Take a quick second. They'll fix that up. Beautiful. Ray Russell will resume the action. Again, Ryan pushing forward, being aggressive.
I'd like to see him get a little more out of that jab, put a little more elbow into it. He's cutting himself a little short on it.
Yeah, just step in a little bit more.
Yep.
But both these kids, so much heart.
Looking good.
And even at such a young age, like, oh, there goes the head guard again. But it's so nerve-wracking for them. It means so much when they're so young. This is everything to them, right? So it's nice to see them in there. It's nice to see them getting going. And the only way to become a competent athlete is to start young. So
Yeah, exactly.
let's encourage these kids on and keep them moving forward. Noah's being pretty effective with that jab.
Yeah, for sure.
Sticking it, moving. Oh,
that was a good round.
Now, Ryan looked a lot more comfortable in that round. And Noah being the more experienced fighter, he's going to let him work. And I'm sure the two of them benefit off each other every day in the gym.
100%.
The only way to get better is to help the guys that are less experienced, bring them up with you.
Yeah.
So Noah's doing a great job at that. We got a minute break now in between each round, and all amateur boxing, there's always going to be a 1 minute break between the rounds. Maximum of 3 rounds. With these young guys and novices starting off, they'll have 3 1-minute rounds. Some of our more intermediate boxers will have 3 1.5-minute rounds, and then our open, either senior or open youth, will have 3 3-minute rounds.
Third and final round here.
Nice head movement now from Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan's looking good in this round here.
Take his time. The corner must have told him to watch out for that jab. There, he parries it right off the
Yeah, he's
hop.
looking good. He's walking him down. It looks good.
Noah's still sticking with
Yep,
that jab.
still using his jab. Nice right hand there.
Now adds the right. Oh, but Ryan's moving forward. He's not going to have any of that. Oh, nice head movement from Noah.
Yeah, beautiful.
Oh, nice right hand by Ryan. Now
nice
the two
jab,
guys are letting their hands
the
go.
jab.
Excellent round.
Great
Excellent.
fight.
Everybody in front of a crowd.
And a pretty big venue, too.
Oh, a huge venue.
Yeah.
I have to say, the Cape Breton Drive-In's been exceptional here. The ring they have set up, the staging, the lights, the whole 9 yards is fantastic. And for these guys to come out and perform in front of everybody, you can't help but just be happy for them. And Ryan in his debut to come out and perform like that, I see he's got a big future ahead of him if he wants to stick
for
around
sure.
boxing.
Ryan looked better every round. His third round was his best round. So
yeah, and you can tell he was listening to his coaches. It's hard to shake them jitters. Noah's kind of an old pro at this. I think he's got a couple of belts now and some trophies. So
yeah, he's definitely a vet even as a youngster.
This is an old hat to Noah, but I'm glad he got in there and he can help his own guys that he's training with and bring them up with him. That's what this is all about. So Ray Russell's about to raise both their hands because it's an exhibition, so they're both winners.
Ladies and gentlemen, this was a fun box bout. Thus, we have 2 winners. Let's hear it for these 2 young fellows that played every day together.
Excellent work. You hear all the horns honking outside of us right now. You can maybe be able to pick them up on some of these mics. Everybody's giving them a big round of applause, which they deserve. Now, we have 19 fights, so I'm assuming you're going to move pretty quick. There's going to be kids coming out and then rapidly moving the next set of kids into the ring. Oh, they have the disinfectant machine going through. They have everything pretty much well thought out here as far as COVID goes and taking precautions to make sure that everybody's safe.
Yep. Eric, the disinfector, doing a great job there with the ring.
Yeah, it looks like one of the Ghostbusters in there right now. Somebody's got to do it. He's the man for the job. Coming in on the other side is Jeff Ward from member 2. I think they're going to be splitting up the announcer's duty between the two of them, so should be interesting. Both guys well seasoned at announcing on every card almost and volunteering their time. It's what you like to see.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our second bout of the night in the 90 pounds category.
So Jeff is bringing in Bowen Pettipa from Westville Boxing Club and Spencer McGee from Beyond Boxing at Truro. They are in the 90-pound weight division.
In the red corner, weighing in 90 pounds.
Both of these guys
soaking wet,
have a ton of fights between them. They're only young. Bowen competed and Spencer both last year at the Brampton Cup. They both did very well. Spencer last year had over 20 fights in the year.
Wow, that's a lot of fights. How old is he?
Spencer is only 12 years old, I believe.
That's incredible.
He got a lot of fights in a run of a year, and we've been amateur boxing has picked up an incredible amount over the last couple of years. It seems like almost every weekend there's a fight card.
Yeah, for sure.
And Spencer is on it. And I shouldn't say too much because Bowen's right behind him. And in that year too, I've seen every venue I was at. He also seemed to be boxing. So both these two young guys are picking it up quick. They're both slick. So it'll be interesting to see how this fight plays out. See the coaches shake hands with the ref. He's going to go around. He's going to check their equipment, make sure they're all ready to go. In the blue corner, we have Teddy Ash as the head coach. And in the red corner, we have Aaron Kinch. Got the touch of the gloves, and they're ready to go. And this is right where Bowen wants to be. He likes working on that inside. Spencer's going to try to keep him long with that jab.
Always throwing those hooks.
Yeah, he's moving in. He's trying to close that gap. So I think Spencer's got a little bit of height on him.
Yeah.
Threw the big uppercut there with Bowen.
He's throwing some big punches in there, eh? Nice slip.
Beautiful inside work coming in and slipping, moving his head.
Yeah, that's a nice slip. He keeps using that one.
Getting right underneath that jab. So it's exactly what you got to do when you're fighting that range your fighter. You got to get underneath that jab. You got to slip in and just doing what he's doing now. Close that distance.
Yeah, he's doing a great job as an inside fighter.
Excellent work. Excellent work.
That was great.
He didn't let any of that distance get in his way.
No.
He stepped right inside, did exactly what he had to do. Not taking anything away from Spencer. He looked great too. A lot of these guys tonight you're going to see haven't fought in months, haven't been in the gym in months. So it's going to be interesting to see how this layoff has affected everybody. You yourself been affected by the layoff?
100%.
With the SOB out of Slice Bay.
Yeah, we were off for a few months there, and we were like any athlete here. You almost went crazy for that time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't imagine. And even with our club was closed for a long time over this, and it just only recently opened 2 weeks ago. I know everybody's chomping at the bit to get back in. You guys opened up a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
And so it's nice. I was down there quite a bit with you guys. You're doing amazing work down there. You got lots of guys interested. Even with the MMA, it's you and Wayne. And
Liam Campbell.
And Wayne Jenkins, say that's instead of just saying Wayne like everybody knows.
Yeah, for sure.
But no, the boys are doing great work, and it's just good to see combat sports in general on the island thriving.
Yeah, in all areas of it too, right?
Yeah. Here we go again. Let's see if Bowen can slip in there and stay inside, or if Spencer can make some adjustments here and keep him off.
Seems like Bowen's deciding to fight on the inside here.
Let's hope he doesn't get too reckless now. Throw caution to the wind. He's got to use those slips and set it up to get inside.
All right, you got to use that jab here. Oh, he slips it and he's back on the inside.
Just not giving him any room.
He likes using that slip and counter here.
Spencer's got to take that step back, use that jab. Oh, nice little slip on the end.
Yep.
Bowen's always throwing, always finishing up these combinations. Always has something at the end there. 10 seconds left in the round. Excellent work by these two guys.
Yep. High pace.
Non-stop. And Bowen's just implementing his game plan very well. Slip, move, staying inside. And Spencer's not letting him have anything in there. He's using his hands. He's getting to the body, going to the head, doing whatever he can to try to keep him off. Both boys are working hard. This round, the third round, is going to be tough. They threw a lot of leather there in those last two.
Bowen's going to have to try to stay on the outside, pump the jab, and keep him at range and start trying to land some shots.
I think that's what Teddy's telling Spencer right now. You got to use that jab.
Yeah.
Making some adjustments. Let's see how Spencer comes out this round. There we go. About to get our third round underway. Exciting fight we've had here so far. Both these two young guys, you can't take nothing from them. They're both
incredible.
They're both coming out to win. Both working hard.
For the age bracket, this is a lot of skill here.
There's so much skill at 12, and like I said, even though they said Bowen seems to be implementing his game plan better, don't take nothing from Spencer. He is no slouch in there. He works really hard. Both these guys, and they fought multiple times already. They just know each other so well. They're gonna make it a dogfight every time.
Yep.
And there's some nice head movement now from Spencer. Nice uppercut by Bowen and a hook to follow it up. Our referee, Bradley Ross, right on top of the action. He's got to watch leading off with that uppercut there. Should be using that jab.
Bowen's just relentless, eh?
Oh, he's non-stop.
Yeah. He wants to stay on the inside. He's glued to him.
Well, that's the end of the third. Another quick round. Lots of action. Excellent, excellent, excellent. These two kids look phenomenal.
Yeah, lots of talent between these two in the ring right now. Bright futures for both of them.
Oh, yeah, and they both, like I said, after seeing them all the last year, I mean, all these cards, every time I'm at a venue, they're there. You can tell they want it. They're going to work hard for it. It's amazing to watch that.
Yeah, if you think about it, like even the top of the UFC guys consider 5-6 fights a lot in 1 year, right?
Professional fighters consider, 3, 4 in the run of a year. That's
These
a
kids
lot.
are 12 years old doing 20 fights in 12 months.
And that's what the amateurs do. When you come up through this amateur system, it's about improving, getting better, and boxing. As much as you can get in that ring. There's no better way to sharpen your skills than to be in there in front of the crowd
100%.
and do it. I mean, the gym helps, everything helps, but nothing can simulate the bright lights like doing it yourself and getting in there. And they're going to try to work their way up through the ranks. And I'm sure someday they have aspirations or dreams to be professional fighters themselves. Who knows? But this is the ticket to do it. You have to be young, and you have to be relentless and fight whenever you can take the opportunity. Unanimous decision for Bowen Pt.1 out of Westville. So that was an excellent scrap.
Yeah, that was high level and a high pace there too.
Yeah, for some of our younger guys, it's. I think a lot of people are surprised when they come to these shows that the talent level is so high for such young athletes. You're not used to seeing that. They grow so fast and they move so fast. There's sponges in there. I know when I'm coaching myself, from one day to the next, it's unbelievable the amount they learn and how they grow through this sport. And you start off, you come in and see kids one day and you're like, oh, this kid looks good, and then a week later you're like, this is not the same kid.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They pick it up so fast. So if any parents are out there listening to this or watching this fight card, encourage your kids to get involved, whether it be boxing, any type of sport,
any kind of combat sport.
The
younger the better.
It just they pick it up so quick at that age.
Yep, that was a great fight. I think the tail of the tape was the slip.
Yeah.
Slipping that jab. Every time the jab came out, he slipped it. He came in the inside of the
And
body.
then that relentless pace just
Yeah.
inside, moving forward was excellent. Now, we're on our third fight already. Things
Moving
are
pretty quick.
Things are moving quick. I think it's been so cold outside, they're not taking any time
Yeah.
off. And this is an outdoor event for anybody that's just tuning in here and listening to us talk. We're at the Cape Breton Drive-In Theater, and they were gracious enough to give us a venue and to give these kids a venue to box again. It may be cold, but it doesn't seem to be bothering anybody out there. It doesn't seem to be bothering or deterring any fans from showing up. It's awesome. Ray
That's
Russell.
Cape Breton for you.
Yes, oh yeah.
We love fights.
It's just the fight town. I've heard other places say it before. I've been all over the country with boxing and doing this, and every place claims they're a fight town.
Yeah.
But Cape Breton is a fight town.
Yes,
you show up,
sure.
when you get midway through a card, after that exhibition, you can't hear anything going on in
No.
that place. Between people slamming their hands on tables and screaming out to the crowd, there's nothing like it. Ray Russell again has the assignment, refereeing. I'm sure it'll just be him and Brad Stagger throughout the night. Can't thank these guys enough, too. All our judges, all our referees, they're all volunteers. So they drive in, like Brad and Ray came down from the mainland. They drive here. Most of our officials drive down. There's some local officials, but they're taking time out of their day so all these kids can have this venue and then can go up and showcase their skills.
I know I said it before, but what a venue we had for the kids here and everyone, it's unreal.
I was in awe of it when I came here tonight and seeing the big screen and the ring sitting in front of it. Right now, the cameras don't quite do it justice. This live show and seeing it firsthand, it's amazing. We have a third fight now coming in. We have Xander Martin, Westville Boxing Club, and Luke Noseworthy out of our Muckdo in New Brunswick. 115 weight division. Helping in the corner there, you will see Sean Finnegan with the headphones on. He's coming up later on tonight to fight Aaron Christensen in the Waterford, too.
That's going to be an awesome fight.
That's something
that's
to
a
look
high-level
forward to.
fight. Yeah,
I'm here. I can't wait to call that fight and see it. Both of them, Aaron's at the 170-pound, the light heavyweight division. He just won the Atlantic title.
Yeah.
And Sean just won at 160. He
champ
won
versus champ.
Yeah, the maritime title there. So both these guys, neither belt's on the line because end of their weight classes. But we all know in our heads this is champ versus champ.
It's champ versus champ tonight here at the drive-in.
No one's going to leave with a belt, but someone's going to take away and be able to make that claim at the end of this.
For sure.
Bragging rights, at least.
Yeah. And hats off to both of them. They both had pullouts, and they decided to make it happen. So they wanted to fight.
That's what top level fighters do, right?
For sure.
When these things happen, everyone's going to pull out. There's going to be people who miss weight. There's going to be people who get sick. And you have no choice sometimes but to step in late. So out of the red corner, Xander Martin out of Westville again. Another slick kid. You've seen Bowen with that relentless pace in the last round.
Yep.
And you'll see Aaron, this fighter here he's got from Westville. Xander, he's going to be the same thing. He's going to use that jab, but he's going to be aggressive. He's going to come forward. And then Luke Noseworthy out of our Muckdo. Let's see. There seems to be a slight height difference for Luke there. He looks to be a little bit of a taller man.
Yeah. So here we go. Let's see how this plays out.
Both of these fighters are open, which means they have more than 10 fights.
Right away, both fighters using the jab.
You see, just like his teammate Bowen, he's moving forward, trying to close that distance, that relentless pace. Nice double jab in that right hand. Wish he'd straighten that right hand just a little bit more off the jab. Oh, now you see Luke throwing that jab out. A little bit of a trip there.
Yep.
Ooh, nice uppercut.
Yeah, that was a nice uppercut. Trying it again.
You see Xander's kind of looping that body shot.
Yeah, he's dropping and winding a little bit.
And it's giving Luke a little opportunity to throw in that uppercut or
Yep.
that straight right hand. If he just tighten up a little bit, throw it a little straighter there. I think he could land that. There he goes with the straight right. Another uppercut there, straight up the middle. See, he's opening up too wide there and giving Luke all the opportunity to come up with those uppercuts.
Yeah, he's taking advantage of it too. Nice movement there by Luke.
I still wish he'd get the hands up a little higher, though, Luke, there. With the hands down, you can't be leaving those combinations. You can't be leaving out of the clinch there with your hands down.
For sure.
Especially in amateur boxing. You only have 3 rounds to make an impact, and you can be giving away easy points just like he did there with that right hand.
Yeah, he landed a nice right hand there. The hands down, like you were saying.
Oh, nice right hand, though. But I will say about Luke, he does make it look pretty effortless. He's slipping and moving. The punches are coming out so natural. You see him look that uppercut, that hook at the end. Beautiful, beautiful round. Both guys giving it their all in there. Oh, some of the coaches getting a little innovative. Look at that. They even got the thermal blankets in there. They're ready to
Improvising. This is cool.
That'll give you some indication on the weather out here right now. It is Cape Breton. At least the rain stayed away, but it is a little chilly.
Yeah, for sure.
Tell him to double up that jab. It looks like it, straighten out that right hand.
Yeah, tighten up the right hand.
And that seems to be what he's going to have to do moving forward in this round. Is stay tight. Luke was really utilizing that uppercut and that left hook.
Yeah.
And that head movement and taking advantage. He looked really smooth out there. It seemed that last 30 seconds to get really comfortable.
Yeah, for sure. Here we go here for round 2.
There we go.
I see he's straightening out that right hand.
Again, lots of pressure. Xander's got to stay right there. That's it, right in his face. Tight guard, staying close. But Luke again, finding his groove, getting comfortable. And it seems like every time, yeah, it's beautiful. Every time Xander just takes a little bit of his foot off the gas, that's when Luke just seems to find his groove. And he really relaxed. Again, there, just that nice slip of the jab, and he's just finding his timing now. And that right hand and the slip, very nice. Some really high-level stuff there being showcased by Luke. Xander coming in with those body shots. Beautiful. He's got to do more of that and then finish up top.
I'd like to see him straighten out the shot to the body, maybe across the body rather than the big looping shot.
Yeah, the loopers don't seem to be working for him right now.
No.
He's getting either counter with the uppercut or that left hook or even a straight right.
Yeah.
And that step out, he's got to get the hands up.
There's another nice little lead uppercut there. I like that move.
Yeah, Luke's throwing a lot of unorthodox things in there right now.
That was another uppercut there.
The left hook to follow it.
Touch and return kind of thing.
And head movement, look at it, beautiful. Nice jab, stepping back. Just really finding his groove now.
He's feeling himself now, yep. Nice right hand there.
Right.
Yep.
Oh, but another overcommitment there on that left hook. Nice finish there for Xander. But Luke looking good again at the end of that round, really finding his groove, looking slick, smooth. This is
staying on the outside, picking
both of
these
these kids are I say it pretty much with everybody. There's some high level action here happening, and I don't know how other way to express it, but they look great for the young age that these guys are at. John McKinnon, coach for Mukto, giving some instructions. He's really happy what he's seeing from his fighter right now. It's hard not to be impressed with what's going on.
Yeah, John does a lot of work with the boxers there and also the MMA guys too.
Yeah, he's kind of all over the map, which
Yeah.
which a lot of us are transitioning to now that we're seeing the rise of MMA. There's a lot of
Yeah.
coaches. That myself and me and you hooked up, and
Yep.
like I said,
Yeah, you helped me for my last fight there, and it definitely helped a lot when I stepped in there.
and then you on the other hand, same thing, helping me getting in the gym and
Yeah.
trying to figure out and tune some new skills myself. So it's been it's been a good partnership we've had here so far.
I've been enjoying it too.
And I thought you could bring some real insight into some of this because you've all backgrounds. So
Yeah.
it's something that that a lot of clubs got to start doing, working together with the community. But again, look at
This third round is definitely a little more divided than the last two.
he's moving in quick. Xander looks good. He knows he has to come out, and he has to come out
He's
strong.
bringing the fight. He's bringing the fight for sure.
That first round was a little closer. Second round seemed to go towards Luke. Xander really has to come out now and take this minute and a half and work and push.
That was a nice feint. A couple uppercuts there that were nice. Yeah, this Luke guy has a lot of unorthodox movement.
He's moving slick, and you just see the comfort in his punches when he's throwing them. There's no effort. He's so relaxed. And the second that Xander takes his foot off that gas pedal, he just moves forward, uses that nice relaxed jab, the left hook, the uppercut. Like right there, that left hook. It looks almost effortless to him.
Yeah, he goes tight, and then he feels the shot and throws the same hand or the opposite hand when he knows it's open. He knows hooks are coming, right? So the uppercuts are there all day.
So slips inside. It's beautiful work. And he's almost using that hands down to feint for Xander to come inside and give him that opportunity to shoot in. As soon as he does, he either throws that lead hook or an uppercut. But again, he's got the hands up. He just took a right hand there that he should have been able to easily block. Nice jab. Good head movement again. Uppercuts, hooks. Both busy. Both these guys.
Xander's not giving up here. He's coming in. He's not making this a fight as much as he can.
And that double jab.
Nice double jab.
Oh, and that uppercut. Same thing. He baits him with the hands down, and then as soon as Xander lunges in, he throws an uppercut or a hook and catches him. That was excellent.
Awesome
rounds.
Fight.
Xander Martin out of Westville and Luke Noseworthy out of Vermucto in the 115-pound weight division. Both going to go corner to corner, thank each other, thank the coaches. Excellent displays of respect between both. And that's what with all boxing, too. It looks, you see them in there, you see both guys going like those two guys just did, and back and forth action and throwing punches. But when this is over and they take the head guards off, they go back. The show of respect between both sets of athletes it's almost like no other in sports.
Yeah.
Whether it be MMA, boxing, taekwondo, karate, there's such a level of respect for your opponent that I think a lot of people forget about when they see this. They see the combat, they see the action, but they don't know that the level of respect between the coaches, between the gyms, between these athletes, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't surprise me if when this fight's over, both these guys will be sitting down having a slice of pizza together.
Oh, for sure.
Company.
They have lots in common, right? This is what both they do. They both do this every day, so it's hard not to like someone that does what you do every single day. You know.
Yeah, or to try to steal some information from them or get something.
Exactly.
It's all about trying to get yourself better, right? And to try to make some friends in the process and try to help yourself get better.
That's what it's all about at the end of the day.
We'll go to the decision here now.
These two young boxers, they've come a long way to put on a great show for us here in Sydney. We have a unanimous decision. Your winner by unanimous decision in the red corner, Xander Martin, Westville Boxing.
Had kind of a unanimous decision there. I think a little bit of a surprise. Xander Martin won the unanimous decision there over Luke Noseworthy of Vermucto. I hate to say it, I know they're young, but I had it the other way. I had that fight for Luke, but again, we're watching from inside here on a TV. The judges are sitting ringside, and there's angles that we're missing and things that we may not be seeing.
For sure. I personally thought Luke took it home, but it is what it is. These guys will probably meet up again, and
they'll fight 5 or 6 more
yeah,
times more than likely.
Exactly.
But it was an excellent fight. Both guys went out, did exactly what they had to do. They stayed in. Xander stayed in tight, using those bodies, coming up top of the head. And Luke was doing his best with the jab and moving and slipping. Looked smooth. We'll disinfect, and then we'll get ready for this fourth fight.
Another great job done by Eric Reed in the ring.
supposed to be the most essential man here tonight. The
He's-
disinfector.
Exactly.
And now Jeff steps back in again. Bradley Ross is our referee for the night for our fourth fight.
Check 1, 2, 2. Fighters to the ring. Fighters to the ring. Officiating this next bout, Brad Ross. All the way from
Coming into the ring now, you'll see the fighters coming up. We have out of the blue corner,
this next round,
or the red corner, I should say, is Cole Rocket from Coletown Boxing Club, and Jess Frazee out of All for One Boxing. This is in the 120-pound weight division. Coletown is a newer club open here in Cape Breton and New Waterford as well.
Yep.
It's been set up by Jody Rocket. He put some money in. He has a gym there that started up, put some money into it. It's nice to see that he's given an option and for kids to come in. And the more clubs, the better for us guys for competition. And this is actually his son, Cole Rocket.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if this is his first fight. I know he doesn't have many yet, so this will be, he's under 5 anyways for fights. So we'll see how this plays out for him. And All for One Boxing, I believe, is out of the Valley in the mainland somewhere. They're also a relatively new club.
Yeah, I was thinking that they're both newer clubs.
I should also mention, too, that Kyle McLean, longtime Cape Breton boxer, longtime Cape Breton coach, is also the head coach for the Coletown Boxing Club. Signature Kyle McLean, always shorts. Doesn't matter the weather, doesn't matter how cold.
I warned him before.
Yeah, he was shivering. He had to go home and get a sweater. We did kind of have a fun time.
We were concerned.
But he's got the shorts on. You'll see him any time of the year in a pair of shorts.
I'm kind of the same way. I like shorts too.
Yeah, mine's because I have a weight problem and I'm always warm, so I like to wear shorts. But Kyle's, I think Kyle just likes the shorts. I don't know if he likes showing off those legs or not or what it is, but he likes having a pair of shorts on. Here we go. Action is underway. Some nice head movement from Cole, starting it off. These are two brand new fighters getting in there. Gonna use some head movement, some feints. Usually in that first round, that first minute, you're just trying to get a read on your other opponent and see, what are they going to bring? What do they have that, I have to slip, I have to move, how much power is there? And then you start really putting in the work and figuring out what the game plan is going to be. Nice right hand by Cole. Jess putting in some work to the body. Jess now moving with pressure. You can hold up. Jess is in the blue. Cole is in the red.
Nice right hand there.
I do like the body work from both these guys. And it's just anything with boxing, same thing. It's so risky to go to the body because you're going to leave your head exposed, right?
For sure.
So if you're going to get in there, you got to be quick. And it's another quick round. Both these guys doing an excellent job working head and body. Brad Ross collecting up the scorecards between rounds. Both coaches giving instruction, kind of see where we go from here. I'd like to see both guys engage a little more there, using those jabs and going up to the head, working the body. They both did an excellent job. It was a great first round, feeling each other out. This round, I expect both competitors are going to come out and be just a little more aggressive.
Yeah. Like you said, the first round, kind of feel the other guy out, see what he does, see what he brings to the table, and then second round, make moves off what you've seen.
Yeah, there's such a limited amount of time with amateur boxing, but 3 rounds, and I believe these may be 1 minute rounds, so you have not very much time to figure out what your game plan is going to be,
Exactly.
how to inflict it, and then how to win that round. Nice right hand by Cole. Wish he'd straighten out a little more, but it is landing. He went to the body before, and then the left hook to the head. Nice right hand again. Seems to be really finding his mark with it now. He's starting to loop some of those punches over. If he just straightened them out a little bit, I think he'd really find his mark.
Jesse wants to make this one a fight, eh? Coming in with those big combos. Here we go.
Yeah, he's coming in tight again. He's trying to get under those punches, staying tight. Nice slip by Cole. Has to straighten that right hand out just a touch, and I really think he can find that. Like he's just short on it, just a little bit, and he'd find that mark. But he's being the aggressor. He's moving forward. Another quick round.
Yep.
And again, another shout out to the sponsors here for the night. We have the French Club in New Waterford, Seaside Communications, and CBRM Recreation. Without the generosity of all these places, cards like this would be very hard to happen. They were instrumental in making sure that this all happened, and Seaside was instrumental in making sure this video happened and that everybody could see it on the screen here, and then you could hear me and Justin as well over the top of this.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not.
Exactly.
This is also going to be presented in 3 parts through Seaside Communications. The first 6 fights will be presented one night. The second 6 fights will be presented on a second night. And finally, the last 5 fights will be presented on a third and final night. I think both these guys are going to come out. The rounds are close. Someone's going to have to, it could be one apiece.
I think so, too.
Someone's going to have to come out here now and really stamp why this fight should go to them.
I think we should get back on the jab for the blue corner here.
And it's the most instrumental punch in boxing is that jab. It sets everything up. It gauges your distance. It's something that, as a fighter, when you get more experience, you start to really notice how much that jab is a determinant factor in winning and losing fights. So I'd like to see some of these guys start really utilizing that jab. That right hand is there for Cole. Another right hand stepping out. Another right hand. That's 3 right hands in a row. Tries for it again. Now he's really starting to step into it. I found he was short the last 2 rounds, but now this 3rd round, he's really starting to put that right hand out there. Excellent
nice
inside
little combo
work
by Jesse. Yeah, he's putting him to work right now.
Now he knows.
That was relentless. He's still going. He's trying to take this round.
And they're short, so he has to do a lot. Like Cole came out there and landed a couple big right hands, and again he lands the right hand. So it's up to Jesse now to come out and really start putting pressure on him and let the leather fly. And I think you'll see that here again.
That was a nice uppercut. That was a good fight overall.
Awesome. That was great. Great work by both guys. And like I said, this may be both their first fights.
Yep.
But at least I know they don't have more than 5 fights. So this whole thing is still new to these guys.
Yeah.
And it's easy for us to sit here and say, what should happen or should happen. You'll hear us through the night. We're going to make some critiques of these fighters, but it's not in a negative fashion. We're here to show some of the things that are happening right
Shed
and
some
wrong.
light.
Yeah, and then hopefully these guys can watch these back and see them. It's not like the two of us don't have a ton of combat sports between the. We've seen a lot. I've been coaching now for over 20 years.
Yeah.
You yourself are competing.
Yeah.
We both know the only way to get better is sometimes to hear some of these more critical things.
For sure.
Is, like I said, from my point of view, it's not done to be in a negative way, but it is done to help these guys improve. And I'm sure that everybody on this card is going to be new, or some of our more senior guys. Well, they're used to hearing some of our points of view anyways.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
It's the only way to get better is sometimes hear that hard news.
It's part of the sport is criticism. You need to take it and improve.
And you see a show of respect there from Jess to the judges. Gives a couple little bows. And now we'll go to the scorecards and see who got the decision.
The winner is the Bull Quarter.
And Jess Fraze, out of All for One Boxing, takes the unanimous decision. I think the judges rewarded that aggressive style, that inside work, and being busy. Both fighters, kind of a toss-up fight there. It was. I really didn't know which way to go on that one. I thought
maybe the flurry in the third for him gave him the fight.
Yeah, I think that might have moved him ahead there.
Yeah, for sure.
But either way, excellent work. Cole's no slouch as well. Got our Ghostbuster pack on one more time.
Yep.
We're going to disinfect this ring.
Like I said before, folks, an incredible job done by Eric here. He gets it done quick and efficient.
Looks like it's getting a little heavy on him, though.
Yeah,
He's really got the one-arm sling right now. He had the two-arm sling.
Yeah, you'll see that affect him a little more throughout the night.
Yeah, I think we're going to start calling his performance here throughout the night.
Yeah.
If he starts to crawl, we know we're in trouble.
Yeah, for sure.
Our fighters are being called to ringside for our fifth fight. We have Aaliyah Young out of Red Tribe Boxing Club in Escazone and Akila Mallory out of our Mukdo Boxing Club. This will be in the 120-pound weight class.
Usually, whether it's kickboxing or MMA, the women bring the fight always for some reason, especially in the amateurs. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, there's no lack of fight. Like
No.
when you see it, and I know it's a lot of our females are new to the sport, and it's only in the last 10 or 20 years that they've really started incorporating it at a national level and an Olympic level, and they really started to push it. And you can see that when they come in, they come in hard, and they're there to fight. And I think
They
they're there to prove a
scrap.
point that they belong in this sport. And,
For sure they do.
and over the years that I've seen it, I've trained many girls. Jenna Bernard at a member too. She won a silver medal at the Nationals 2 years in a row. Excellent fighter. Probably one of the hardest workers I had in the gym. And at first, some of the guys are a little hesitant to try to throw punches. But once she starts landing some shots on you, there's no doubt you got to start firing back.
Then it's a fight. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a fight. These two girls are both really big talents. So we'll see how this plays out. And at the end of the day, no one's going to drive down from New Brunswick not to fight. You're not going to get in the car. You're not going to take time into your schedule to not come in and bring a fight to somebody. So that's what you see with a lot of these fighters who are traveling all across the province to other provinces. Everybody's here and everybody's willing to fight. And they want to go out and show their skills and showcase themselves. Again, we got John McKinnon at Mukdo coaching, and Barry Bernard out of Escazone is the head coach over there.
Lots of love for the red corner. I can hear the horns.
Oh, you can hear the horns honking. The doors are closed in this venue that we're sitting in right now, and I can still hear the horns and the cheers and everything. Escazoni has a huge support for their club. They travel with their fighters. They're always there. You know you're in a fight too. When you fight anybody from Red Tribe,
They bring the fight.
It's incredible. You go out there, and some of these guys rally back late in rounds. They're never to be counted out of a fight.
Yeah.
They come out, and they're ready to go. All right, start of round 1.
Let's go.
Both girls starting off with a jab. Lee using that jab effectively. Wish she just straightened out her right hand just a little bit more.
Yeah.
Keela's using that jab very effectively. You see Keela's moving her head, using that jab. Throwing up some feints there.
Yeah, she's looking good. There's the pressure from the red corner.
Nice right hand from Aaliyah. Another one now, finding her mark.
Nice body shots by the blue corner.
And it's such an effective way to get to the head. It's risky to go in and shoot for those body shots, but when you have your opponent guessing, is it going to the head, is it going to the body, it opens up those spots for you.
Yeah.
Ray Russell warning about the slap. The right hand's just coming over the top, so I think it almost looks like it's making like a slapping motion. But there's a beautiful right hand by her there.
Yeah, she threw it right down the middle that time.
Nice 1-2. Nice jab for Akila.
Good
Great
first round.
first round. Both these ladies putting on a show. It's awesome to see that. Using the jab, using fundamentals of boxing. Both of them using some feints, some head movement, trying to figure it out. I'd like to see them drop their weight just a touch. They're a little bit high right now. They can just lower their weight down, start pumping that jab, let that right hand come out nice and straight.
I'd like to see the red corner just straighten out the right hand. The blue corner just keep using her feints. Keep pumping the jab.
Yeah. I couldn't ask for anything more to the blue corner there.
Or Mukto Club with the heat blanket on their fighters there in between rounds. Smart move.
It is a smart idea.
Yeah,
like
that's
I said,
it.
Any little advantage you can get in this game right now is something, right?
That was a good move by their coach to think ahead, right, and bring that. Like, who would have thought of that, right?
I wouldn't have thought.
I wouldn't have thought of it either. So shout out to John McKinnon there.
And that's some of the with this sport is any little advantage you can get, especially in those corner work. You've got a minute to work with your fighter.
Yeah.
You got to try to do the
Whatever
best
you
you can in that minute. And yeah, really heads up to John on that one. That's a smart move with that blanket. And you'll see these girls be a little bit more aggressive here this second round. Come out using those jabs. I expect to see a little bit more feints from Akila. Let's see what happens. Again, both those hands their way there, and then the 1-2 right off the hop. She feints, so yeah, goes the jab into the body. Now Akila really finding her groove. Nice 1-2. That double jab right and the jab off it. Lots of pressure moving forward.
Great work by the blue corner.
She's doing a great job of gauging that distance with the jab, and then she follows up with something. And we talked about the last fight, like the importance of that jab, and you can really see it coming into play now when a fighter finds that range with the jab and they use it, and they can break up combinations with it, and it's a big effect for her right now. Another right hand. And then she goes up to the body just to try to give her different looks and different angles to keep her guessing here. Keela doing a great job. And then every time she steps out again with that jab, something you're going to hear a lot from me tonight is the jab. I respect
You will
her so
hear
much.
the word jab a lot from me as well.
It's going to be thousands and thousands. Wish I get paid for every time I said the word jab, but it's something I preach it in the gym. Any kid who's been coached by me knows the same thing. It's the most fundamental weapon here. We got 10 seconds left in this round. Is the jab?
That was a
That's
nice
straight
right.
right.
Yeah, that was a
You,
nice
in
punch.
amateur boxing, you can win your first 5-10 fights just off solid fundamentals. Straight
Yeah,
punching,
for sure.
using your jab, anything like that. Listen to your coaches. Listen to the advice around you. It's not complicated when you first get out there in your first 10 fights to just do all the basic skills properly.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to lead you to victory in these fights. And you can see it now for Akila. She's just using the jab and the straight right hand. And that round, I thought she won the second round.
Yeah, she definitely took that one.
John McKinnon looks like he's telling her that jab. Step to the left, step to the right. He's really trying to get her movement down this round, I think. I think you'll see her come out and use that jab, and she's going to use some angles here now. Sean Finnegan with some last-minute advice for her.
Yep.
There we go for our third and final round. And right away with the straight punching. Especially when you're fighting a person who likes to loop their punches over.
Yeah, the straight
The shortest distance between 2 points is that straight line, right?
100%.
And putting those straight rights down the middle, that straight left hand. And then once you start landing those straights, then you can start incorporating the uppercuts, the hooks. But you have to set those kind of punches up because it's dangerous to start off with lead hooks and lead uppercuts.
Yep. Kayla just chasing her down here.
Again, giving her something to think about, going to the
Going to the body, going back up to the head. Using her, that was a nice straight right hand by her.
I thought you'd see Ray Russell come in and give a standing 8 count.
I was waiting for
now
that.
She's going to go to the neutral corner, Makila. And Aaliyah's going to get a standing 8 count here. With amateur boxing, the referee's going to give her a little time to think about it. And now he resumes the action.
There's no counting out Aaliyah, though. She's tough.
And Ray Russell calls the stop of the action there now. And usually with beginners, you get 1 8 count. The second 8 count, the referee is usually going to call up the fight.
Just for safety reasons, right? She can come back, again, have another fight and learn from this one.
Oh, yeah, this isn't pro boxing. This is
about
no
safety.
One's got money on the line. It's all young people. And a lot of parents, I see that when they come in, they first have this understanding, or even I shouldn't just say parents, but the population in general thinks, so this is just a brutal sport. We're going out and we're fighting each other. But fighter safety is fundamental. It's the first thing on everybody's mind. That referee is there to make sure nobody gets hurt. The judges at ringside are there for the same reason. We have officials at ringside. There's a number of people, the coaches that can call these fights off. There's so many safety measures put in place, and I have no doubt that Aaliyah will come back, and she'll come back strong from this. Most people who come up to the amateur boxing system, myself, everybody, if you have fights and you have multiple fights, you're going to encounter fights like this. I've been stopped myself.
Oh, for sure. It's part of the game.
It's part of coming through this, right? It's nothing to hang your head on. Just to come through those ropes and go out and compete, it's so nerve-wracking.
Well, yeah, like we were saying, with the other kids, some that had 20 fights. So you lose 1 fight, you come back and win 6 fights in 3 months. You know what I mean?
You can get right back on the horse.
It's just part of the game.
Yeah, that's all. Like, it's a learning curve for Aaliyah, but I'm sure she'll come back strong.
She'll be back.
And Akila Malley, she did a really great job. She listened to her coaches. She came out, her punches were straight. She moved, she cut angles. Yeah, she looked really good in that third round. So I have no doubt when we see her in the future, she's just going to get better and better from here. And John has a good track record with his fighters, too.
For sure.
They're all pretty accomplished.